My husband pressured me to meet my former high school bullies, and he humiliated me in front of them by asking for my ring back. Now, he's begging to reconcile, but I have made up my mind. We flew out to our hometown and spent Thanksgiving with family. Everything went well. Friday, we decided to spend the day going out in our hometown and checking out new things since it's been years since our last visit. We stopped by a quick noodle restaurant for lunch. Guess who's eating in there? A few of the female bullies that ruined my life in high school. Brief backstory. My husband was friends with most of the people in school, including the popular crowd that bullied me. He knew they bullied people but didn't know the extent of their bullying. I was an outcast with a small circle of fellow outcast friends. My husband and I didn't know each other back then. The bullying was so bad, they had me jumped and resulted in me having broken bones, that my parents pulled me out for homeschooling. I never got to go to homecoming, never got to go to prom, etc. I'm still in therapy and physical therapy for the things they did to me. My husband was also friends with some of my fellow friends, but we never formally met until years later. He moved away shortly after high school, and I returned to our home state right before meeting my husband. Think invisible string theory. He wanted to talk to them immediately. I told him I was uncomfortable going over to them and reminded him what they did to me, but he insisted and pressured me to go. They squealed when they saw him, leapt out of their chairs, and jumped over him. I awkwardly waved and said hi to them. They immediately changed their attitude and were not happy to see me. They asked, "Why are you here, and why are you following our friend?" I asked my husband if he could take over the conversation, but he refused, so I told them that my husband and I were here for Thanksgiving weekend. They snarked, "Oh, well, where is he? The dirty, stinky FT man with the receding hairline over there? Even he wouldn't marry you. You're probably making him up." I didn't want to entertain this, so I asked my husband if we could go. He refused and said I was rude. These girls were insulting me right in front of him, and he had zero interest in defending me. He's never done this before, so I told him I would order for us and walked away. They made nasty comments about me as I was leaving. I got our drinks and asked him again if we could find a table elsewhere. The girls said, "Why do you keep stalking him? He doesn't want anything to do with you. Go away, you stupid little troll." So I told him I'm getting my food to go because I don't want to spend another minute here. He said to the girls, "Oh, guess what she said about you," as we walked in. Then he proceeds to tell them about me, reminding him about the heinous things they did to me. They, of course, denied they did any of that, then swore I did those things to them. He said I was vile to torment his friends back in high school. I said I can't believe you're acting like this, so I guess I'll see you later. Luckily, the counterperson witnessed everything that happened and boxed up my food utensils and napkins for me. I thanked her, gave her a tip, and headed for the exit. As I approached the exit, he blocked me from leaving. He immediately said, "Give me the ring back." I asked if he was serious. He asked yet again, "Give me the ring back now." I said no. He asked again, and I asked him to let me leave. These girls are standing around laughing like hyenas at this point. A few people from the restaurant helped me get out of the restaurant. They returned to their table, and I ran out in tears. I called my sister and begged her to pick me up. I walked as far as I could so they wouldn't attempt to bully me again. After telling her what happened, we decided to get all of my belongings out of our hotel room and have me stay at her place and change my flight to an earlier time. My husband has made zero attempts to contact me since the restaurant incident. My sister dug on FB and saw the bullies tag my husband in many photos. They were all over him. In every photo, along with others from our old high school. Of course, they went to the bar where the alumni always hang out/work. I felt sick to my stomach looking at all of those photos. My husband knocked on my sister's door in the middle of the night after I finally fell asleep after crying myself to sleep. He asked if he could speak to me and said he messed up and needed fixing things. She sent him away. I woke up to missed calls and texts. I answered his call, asking him to give me space for the remainder of the trip and please respect my wishes. He said I was being dramatic and needed to listen to him. I got home on Tuesday. I impulsively decided to take temporary residence in our guest room an hour before he got home and somehow got most of my clothes, makeup, hair products, toiletries, etc. So, I have zero reason to go back into the master bedroom. He got home late last night. I wasn't supposed to return to work until next week, but I made my schedule, so I returned today. I hoped to avoid him this morning, but we crossed paths on my way out the door. He tried to hug me, but I rejected his advances and ran out the door. He yelled, "You can't avoid this forever," as I was heading to my car. He is right. I can't keep avoiding him forever. He and I have never had any issues before the incident at the noodle restaurant. I don't know what to do. Our marriage has been perfect before this. No red flags at all. He was the only person I felt safe and secure with before the incident. The trust is gone, and I no longer feel safe and secure with him. I don't think he will assault me or anything, but I cannot trust him to protect me and stand by me. What should I do? How would you handle this? Therapy? Divorce? Break? I don't know. I still love him so much, but I don't know if I should trust my current judgment. I need guidance on how to navigate this.